class, I want to teach us how we go distance between 2 points. Remember, you have a Cartesian plane, you have your y-axis, then you have your x-axis. This is a Cartesian plane. We call it Cartesian plane. A Cartesian plane is a graph of x to y axis crossing at origin 0. Now, your y-axis has coordinates. Let's say this is p coordinate and this is q coordinate. For every p and every q, there's going to be x and y axis, both for vertical and horizontal. Now, let's say this is point p, this is point q. Correct now. We want to get the distance between these 2 points. The distance between these 2 points. You can see it's already forming a right angle triangle. So you can say the distance between these 2 points is L. That is the length, distance between these 2 points. It's forming a right angle triangle, a part of a quadrant, 90, 90, 90, 90, 360. So it's actually a right angle triangle. And remember that you can solve every right angle triangle using two methods, either trigonometry or Pythagoras theorem. Now, when they give you a right angle triangle, when you have a right angle triangle, remember that the symbol has to be there, and they give you x, y, z, both known and unknown. Here you can use, we have that one is for triangle, the cosine and the sine rule. But for right angle triangle, you can use either the trigonometry relation, chi, or your Pythagoras theorem. So now for this given one, you can see that we have p, we have l, we have q. So let's take this our q, which is on the x-axis. Let's take it as the range of x, which is x2 to x1. Then for your q, we take it as y2 to y1. So now we're looking for the distance between these 2 points. So you can also, using your Pythagoras theorem, writing it out using Pythagoras theorem. Which says what? Hypotenuse square is equals to opposite square plus adjacent square. The hypotenuse is the longest side of a right angle triangle, or it is the slanted height, or it is the side that is facing the right angle triangle side. So this is the hypotenuse. So therefore, we are going to have L square is equals to opposite square. So take this one as our opposite. That will be not initially the one that is facing the angle. If the angle was to be here, or that is if there is another angle, the one that is facing it is the opposite. Opposite is y2 minus y1 square plus adjacent. That will be x2 minus x1 square. Most time I've actually discovered that any of them can be, that is if you just want to go the other way around. So solving this one, you remove your square. Mathematically, if you want to remove square, you take the square root of both sides. There's a invisible 2 here. That's what we call the square root. I'll get now. That's what we call the square root. That's something like cube root. So now it is that 2, that invisible 2 that cancels out this. So therefore, you now have the distance between 2 points is equals to root y2 minus y1 squared plus x2 minus x1 squared. So this is how we get the formula for us to solve. So if they give you something like p and they give you 3, 5, and they give you something like q, they give you 2 minus 1. Remember that for your p coordinate, it's going to have x and y axis. For your q coordinate, it's going to have x and y axis. Then you can now use this to solve y2 minus y1. So this x1, y1 for the first coordinate, x2, y2. Substitute in the value and you leave it like that. Preferably leave it in short form. Under this contest. Thank you very much.